The fourth educational module focuses on interviewing. Intentionally planned before the midterm interview, this module provides content on how to prepare for interviews in general, as well as will help ease the pledge's concerns about the ritual. This is an opportunity to build up their interview skills and knowledge and review all the details for the upcoming event. Begin the meeting with one or two more officer introductions. As the final meeting before the midterm interview, if the Master of Rituals has not yet introduced themselves, try to have them attend this meeting. Before jumping into interview content, kick off the meeting with an activity to set the stage. Gather a few random objects before the meeting and split the pledge class into groups, giving each one a different object. Then, ask them to brainstorm how to sell the object as something other than its intended use. For example, if you give them a belt, how might they sell it as a dog leash or a jump rope? During an interview, you don't know what questions will be asked, so you need to be prepared to think on your feet. Being comfortable with your imagination and flexibility will help you find ways to make connections between your experiences and the questions asked. After the activity, share the content about what to do before and during the interview, and then it's time for another activity. To gain some interviewing practice, everyone will take turns convincing the group why they are the best fit for an imaginary job. The twist is the job and character traits are drawn at random. So you may have to explain why being acne-prone and a movie addict makes you a great accountant, or why being an NBA All-Star and allergic to chocolate makes you fit to be the Secretary of Education. There are no right answers, and it's all about how you sell it. First, you'll draw the occupation. You can take a look at this, but then you'll draw 3 character traits. Don't look at those until you're told to do so. In small groups, have one person serve as the interviewer and one person as the interviewee. When the interviewer says go, the interviewee should look at their first characteristic and start selling themselves for the role until they're ready to move on to the next one. At any point, the interviewer can say, "What else?" and force them to move on to the next characteristic early. After they finish all 3, move on to a new interviewee and see who does the best. While it may seem to be just a fun activity, everyone is gaining practice and giving an elevator pitch. Talk about the role pitches and selling yourself play in an interview, and share your own experiences about interviewing. Members of the pledge class are also likely to already have some experience, so talk about what they've learned and how to apply the concepts touched on in the module. Since it's not just about the interview itself, be sure to also discuss how to leave a good impression and what to do after the interview is over. Before leaving, share any servant leadership submissions and provide them with all the details they'll need about the midterm interview, including date, time, location, and what to bring. Remind the pledges to continue studying for the fraternal exam if it has not yet occurred, to finish working on their resume, and to continue working on the informational interview and personal development plan. For additional questions, contact your chapter educational resource coordinator or regional management team.